All right, it's time to thread the bobbin, and I'm going to go ahead and place this on my little bobbin spool here, and also make note that when I put it on, just like this, I'm also going to twist it to the right, and it snaps into place. So that's really important in order to make sure it's nice and tight in there and it's not being loose as it spins around. Okay, so don't forget that. Now I have my thread on my spool, and I'm going to follow the instructions that are marked with a dashed line. So you're going to see that go from 1 to 2 to 3 and so forth, but the dashed line marks how to wind the bobbin. The solid line is the thread path for being able to thread the needles. All right, so I'm going up to 1 first, then down from right to left. Bring it up to the number 2 spot, and now it tells me that I need to go to the right. So I'm going to come right over here to where this thread tension disc is. But take a close look at what the instructions are showing us right here, because we're going to first go back behind this metal bar. And now on the left-hand side of the tension disc, I will wrap this thread around, and I want to make sure it gets in there. So I'm just going to kind of pull on both sides so that it's nice and firm. And now I'm ready to take it over to my bobbin, to the number 4 position, and make note that you're just twisting it around a few times. I'll kind of do this with my hand over here. So I like just to turn it and make that go around a few times. Then I have this nifty little thread cutter right here where I'm going to pull the extra thread right down into it. Oops. And cut. All right, so with my bobbin started already, I'm now ready to move it over to the right, and it's going to begin winding. How do I do that? Well, let's take a look right down here. You're going to notice that the start-stop button is now turned to the color orange. That means it's in bobbin winding mode. If I want to use the start-stop button, then I need to unplug my foot control. If I don't want to unplug the foot control, I can go ahead and use the start-stop button. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull this out, and now press start. Also, I can change the speed with my speed control. You'll notice that my bobbin is winding slower or faster. I like to keep it at a medium speed for most projects. The times when you'd want it to be really slow is if you're working with really delicate threads, such as metallic threads, or something that is really, really light in the weight of the thread. And this is going to stop winding automatically when it's done. There we go. Now I'll move it back over to the left-hand position, and I'm going to go ahead and put my foot control back in, pull this up, and use the little thread cutter right here to cut my threads. To place the bobbin into the bobbin case, the first thing I want to make sure and do is I want to make sure that it's going in the right direction. And so the thread should always be coming up from the top over to the left-hand side, much like the letter P. I'll then come over to the bobbin cover and bring this lever over to the right and remove that. And now I'll place this right into that top loading bobbin. Now you're going to notice another little thread path here, which I need to follow. So I'm going to bring this over to the right, down, up, and around. And what do you know? There's another little thread cutter right there to help me out. Now my bobbin is placed into my machine and I'm ready to sew. In fact, with the top loading bobbin, you don't even have to bring the bobbin thread up. You just go ahead and start your sewing project and it will automatically come up on its own.